But before we get to that, I just want to mention one other thing about this plan A, plan B, plan C, sort of poo-poo platter of options here for prying the president out of the White House and getting him away from the nuclear codes. If, as many people who have reported closely on the president say, if, as many people who know the president and have worked with him in the past say, if the scuttlebutt is true, that the one thing President Donald Trump really fears is prison. The one thing that he really fears is being prosecuted and convicted and locked up. It is worth considering Plan A here. It is worth considering that the only way he has to truly try to save himself from that prospect that he most fears is to resign. Right? If the president fears not just being impeached for, what do they call it, incitement of insurrection, if he fears being prosecuted for the federal crime of rebellion or insurrection, which follows very much along the lines of that impeachment article, or if he fears being prosecuted for the federal crime of seditious conspiracy, which is 20 years in prison for anyone who conspires to oppose the U.S. government by force or to use force to prevent or hinder or delay the execution of any law of the United States, if the president fears prosecution for those federal crimes, for what he did this week, more than he fears impeachment for this parallel high crime and misdemeanor that's described in this new article of impeachment, if that really is what he's afraid of, and lots of people close to this president say that's what he's most afraid of, really his only close to surefire way out of that is to resign. To get Mike Pence to agree to pardon him and to resign in exchange for that promise. And I don't doubt for a second that Pence would do that, do you? I know we look at that list of options and we think, really, is he going to resign after he's been through all this? Resigning might be the only way he can almost assure himself that he doesn't go to prison. Might actually have some increasingly strong appeal to the president for that exact reason. Don't count Plan A out.